Namaste. I am Pratibhakini. Welcome back to my channel. Is posture important for a dancer? Do you find it difficult to hold a neutral spine while dancing? Do you want to know how to correct your spine alignment? Then this video series is definitely for you. In today's episode of Postural Corrections and Alignment, we will look at the most common mistake we make posturally while dancing. When most of the dancers stand, they appear to lean forward on their toes, have an arched or extended lower back, a flared up and forward rib cage relative to their pelvis, which is anteriorly tilted or tilted to the front. What causes this? An anterior pelvic tilt is most commonly caused by the combined actions of muscles on opposite sides of the body, which act together to create the dysfunction. Tightness in the iliopsoas and hip flexor muscles combined with tightness in the spine and back muscles produce the anterior pelvic tilt. Let's understand what changes in alignment will help you to get rid of anterior pelvic tilt. I came across this wonderful analogy of a water bowl explained by Australian Institute of Fitness. Let's imagine this bowl is full of water. If I hold this bowl steady and even between front and back, water stays still and there is no spillage. The same theory can be applied to holding our pelvis neutral. If my pelvis tilts forward, that is, the front of the bowl drops down and the back part lifts up, the water spills. It spills from the front or anteriorly, which can be compared to anterior pelvic tilt. If the back part drops down and front part lifts up, the water pours from the back or posteriorly, which can be compared to posterior pelvic tilt. So in order to hold the water in the bowl without spillage, you need to hold it in a neutral position, and we apply the same theory to our pelvis. First tip to change alignment would be to consciously hold a neutral pelvis. When I say neutral pelvis, many dancers show a tendency to stand with a flattened upper back and altered breathing pattern. They tend to suck in or pull their lower abdomen in, ribcage down, and maintain this rigidity while moving and breathing. Unfortunately, this altered breathing habit and abdominal gripping places more stress on the pelvic floor muscles. So what is the correct way to make these postural changes? Normal breathing should allow the lower abdomen to move outward with inhalation and inward with exhalation. But you might not be able to hold your pelvis neutral because either the abdominal muscles are not strong, or hip flexors are tight and weak, or there is muscular dysfunction of the low back extensors. So second tip would be to strengthen core muscles, hip flexors, lower back and pelvic floor muscles. To strengthen core, you could include 3 rounds of 15 to 30 repetitions of 3 core exercises each in your routine on alternate days. To stretch the hip flexors, along with all the hip opener exercises demonstrated in my previous video, I would like to mention that hip flexor stretch, low lunge and pigeon pose are very useful in isolating and stretching the psoas muscle. To decrease stiffness in the back, hold cobra pose for anywhere between 15 to 30 seconds. I have already made videos for these and will be including them in the description box below. So do check them out without fail. This brings me to the third tip, where I will teach you some exercises which will help you to overcome anterior pelvic tilt. As many of you requested, I have made a playlist called a video sequence guide which will help you to plan your workouts. I have explained elaborately in the description of the playlist. Do check it out. Link is in the description box. Also, if you need more guidance, do attend my strength and conditioning and yoga workshops which I conduct every month. You will find the details regarding the workshops on my stories and community posts on YouTube. Diving into pelvic tilt exercises. To do this basic variation of the pelvic tilt, lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the ground. Relax your arms down by your side. Then feel the space between your low back and the ground. Press that space away by drawing your belly button towards your spine and tilting your pelvis. You want to feel your low back press against the ground. Hold there with your abdomen braced and making sure to breathe as you hold. Once you can hold the basic pelvic tilt, you can add in movement which will force your core to work harder to stabilize. The first progression is the pelvic tilt with march, for which you will lift one foot off the ground, bringing your knee in towards your chest. Make sure that as you lift the knee, your low back stays firmly on the ground. Keep alternating legs, marching until all reps are complete. This should be a controlled march. Next progression is double knee tuck, for which you will tuck both knees in towards your chest instead of simply holding. Move slowly and make sure to keep your low back against the ground as you lift both knees towards your chest. Next progression is single leg lowers, for which you will raise both legs straight up towards the ceiling. Keeping your abs engaged and your low back against the ground, lower one leg down towards the ground. The closer to the ground you lower the leg, the harder your abs will have to work to stay engaged. Alternate leg lowers, keeping the other leg straight up towards the ceiling. And progress to double leg lowers, where you keep your abs engaged and lower your legs down so your heels are no more than an inch off the ground before raising both legs back up. With all these progressions, you can place a towel under your low back to help make sure you're pressing it down firmly into the ground. To use the towel, place it right under your low back and then engage your abs with the basic pelvic tilt exercise. Grab the free end of the towel and give it a little tug. If the towel moves, you aren't fully engaging your abs and pressing your back down. If the towel doesn't move, your abs are fully engaged. Do at least 2 rounds of 15 reps of each progression. You could do these exercises right after your warm-up. That's all I had for today. These exercises not only help people with anterior pelvic tilt, but also to rectify posture in general. So do include them in your routine. Make sure to leave me a comment if this was helpful. Also let me know if you find any posture difficult, and I will try to give you workarounds to the best of my knowledge. Give me a thumbs up, click that like button and share it with your friends. Be sure to subscribe to my channel because I post some super useful content every Saturday at 7 p.m. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week.